Okay, first things first, big shout out to Hockey Fan, HockeyBroad30 on Twitter, who tweeted myself and O. Nyquist about this little transaction here. The Red Wings have made a pretty interesting move. They have bought out Frans Nielsen. 37 years old, the buyout breakdown goes as follows. For 2021-2022, there will be a $4.2 million cap on the Red Wings salary, and in 2022-2023, that number reduces to $500,000. Now, a lot of people would be quick to point out, wait a minute, the buyout window already closed. How can the Red Wings, how can Stevie Y go about and make a buyout with a player here today? Well, Cap Friendly goes over the explanation here. With the Red Wings settling their arbitration case with Adam Erne 4 days ago, we made a video about that signing, by the way, the club has access to a second buyout window. As a result, they use that buyout window to buy out 37-year-old forward Frans Nielsen. Now, as we can see in the second tweet in the thread here by Cap Friendly, there is indeed a set of requirements done for a second buyout window player to actually be bought out. To buy out a player in the second window this year, 3 requirements must be met. The club, firstly, does not have more than 3 second window buyouts. 2, the player bought out has to have an AAV greater than or equal to $4 million, and the player who is bought out has to be on the club's reserve list at 3 p.m. at the most recent trade deadline. So, I guess Frans Nielsen goes out there and ticks off all the boxes. I'm just kind of reading what's going on here. Half the stuff it is just kind of mumbo-jumbo going around, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, very specific requirements need to be met, and the Red Wings have went out and done that. So, Frans Nielsen, very interesting player right here. The 2016 NHL free agency class, I saw this pop up a lot as well. It's just getting worse and worse by the minute here, as Frans Nielsen, 37 years old, 6 feet 187, who was signed by the Red Wings in 2016, is getting bought out after really declining heavily over the years. Now, to be fair, after Frans Nielsen was acquired by Detroit, he had a pretty okay year, 41 points in 79 games played, playing alongside of, I believe it was Thomas Vanek and Andreas Athanasiou. A really interesting lineup over there that actually was pretty alright. Nielsen wasn't terrible back in his first season, and in fact, just taking a look at some of the names here in 2016-17, just try to review how many of these guys are still in the team here. Zetterberg gone, Nyquist gone, Tatar gone, Nielsen bought out, Vanek gone, Mantha gone, Green gone, Larkin still here, Athanasiou is gone. I think the only guys that are still here from this squad, it's Dylan Larkin and a couple of defenders, I believe, but aside from that, hey, Frans Nielsen, he was on this team before. Now he is no longer. So, taking a look at what he did last season, 6 points, 29 games played, 9 points in 60 games played the previous year, he really did drop off hard. And as a 37-year-old guy, I mean, look, there's not really too much longer of an NHL lifespan for a guy like Frans Nielsen, so might as well go out there and play in an organization where they're actually going to play him, assuming he actually does go out there and find himself a contract. As for the Red Wings, though, they do open themselves up another roster spot over here. That's pretty much the entire reason why they would want to do this, because, I mean, look, Frans Nielsen's previous contract, he was making $5.25, so the savings on the cap isn't really all too much right here. They are getting a $4.25 million penalty right here, so they're only really saving $1 million for a season, and then they're having themselves a $500,000 penalty next year. So, at the end of the day, what the Red Wings are really doing here is valuing the roster space over the cap space, because getting yourself an extra roster spot would be important if you want to go out there and, let's say, I don't know, make an offer sheet or sign another guy or make a trade for a high-profile player. The Red Wings have the options to do that if they so pleased. Now, I don't want to make it seem like that's inevitable or that's what's going to happen, but if Stevie Y wants to go out there and do the thing, why not go out there and put yourself in a position to capitalize on the assets? And with the second buyout window being opened with the settling of the arbitration case with Adam Erne a few days ago, why not go out there, use it on a player that you're probably not going to get too much out of in the next season? And that player just happened to be Frans Nielsen. So, For the Danish forward over here, hey, you spent some time in Detroit, you were pretty good at the beginning, but Frans Nielsen, the next part of your career has been unlocked. It is no longer going to be with Detroit. He's gotten himself his payday, and he'll be getting an opportunity to go elsewhere, assuming he gets another contract. Talk to me in the comments, though, what you think about Stevie Y's pretty creative and honestly kind of smart way to go about this in buying out Frans Nielsen. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.